Hey guys, in this video I'll be comparing Andrew Jacked and Lionel Beyeke. These two guys are up there when it comes to the top aesthetics of the 21st century, and both share similar positives and negatives. This was a fan suggestion, and I tried my best to find all the poses in high quality, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Now, while there are lots of parallels between their physiques, many people talk about how Andrew might follow the path of Lionel and not live up to his true potential. I would argue that Andrew has already accomplished a lot and has definitely outdone Lionel. However, there's no doubt that Andrew's genetics can take him much further. Who do you think will come out on top between these two? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's get into this comparison. The front double shows you that both have huge arms with great aesthetic flow. However, there is a clear divide when it comes to condition. Lionel was never known for being the most consistent when it came to condition, and here I think he was good but not amazing. That said, he does appear fuller and more bubbly in the arms, specifically in the longer inserted triceps. However, this is the only area that he wins in my opinion. The lats, midsection, and separation all go to Andrew easily, with the quads being close, but ultimately ending with a Andrew win as well. Lionel had some amazing legs during his day, however he appears a bit watery in them, whereas Andrew is drier, and neither show more or less detail than the other, I'd say, in the quads, but, Andrew's cuts are more defined. Definitely an Andrew win, however, Lionel's shape is impeccable. The front lat spread is a very good shot for both, however, the conditioning disparity is evident once again. Lionel challenges Andrew for the win when it comes to the flow and aesthetic appeal, however, he does fall short in the depth of the cuts and that dry, grainy look. In contrast, Andrew is shredded and peaked perfectly, having cross striations all over, and a perfect balance of pop and detail. He poses his legs more effectively to show off the inner thigh, creating the illusion of wider legs compared to Lionel's more closed-off stance. Lionel does have massive arms, great delts, and comparable chest development. However, the smaller lats and lacking separation hold him back. I'd say that Andrew takes another pose rather handily. However, Lionel does push him pretty hard in the muscularity and aesthetics departments. The side chest might just be a toss-up between dense, bubbly muscle with lackluster detail and a sliced and diced physique that lacks thickness and proper posing. I'm not a big fan of either in this pose, however there is no denying that Lionel's conventional, proper posing style suits him the best and is also the most appealing. Look at how his hamstring is twice as thick as Andrew's and how his upper body looks relaxed and composed. Sure, he is softer in the arms, delts, and chest, however, his posing and the proportions are spot on. Then again, Andrew is leaps and bounds more impressive in the conditioning aspect, so take your pick. I'm really not a fan of Andrew's posing, however, I'd feel wrong rewarding a soft, watery physique like Lionel. Let me know in the comments down below who you have winning in this pose, since I would probably have to go with Andrew. The rear double is a blowout shot for Andrew, hands down. I mean, look at the hamstring and glute difference. Andrew really isn't known for having a great lower body, come on guys, but here he's absolutely crushing Lionel in both areas, including the calves. Andrew looks drier, has more prominent hamstring definition, and looks twice as filled out everywhere, especially downstairs. For what it's worth, Lionel has some pretty disproportionately large arms in a good way, great back separation, and pretty solid delts. However, like in the front lat spread, his lats look narrow and not as well developed as Andrew's. Honestly, even if Lionel had comparable separation downstairs, I don't think he would win the pose due to his almost frail, stringy look in the legs. Regardless, this is a win for Andrew, with Lionel pretty far behind. The rear lat spread is a similar story to the last pose, however, I actually seem to prefer Lionel's back. While he may not be as wide, he's got more 3D pop to the traps and lower back, and the lighting really does his back favors. Andrew is objectively wider though in the lats and has similar thickness, but his back isn't as favorably lit and his posing could still be tweaked. That said, Andrew easily takes this one when it comes to objective bodybuilding criteria, since he's wider, more uniformly conditioned, denser overall, and obviously has the better lower body. The side tricep is a great pose which Lionel seemed to not really want to hit, so this will have to do for him. Neither are posing well, with Lionel doing a transition shot for the main pose, while Andrew poses clumsily and almost looks like an amateur. This pose is basically the same story as the side chest, since Lionel appeals more to me even with his unconventional posing, and he looks thicker in the side leg along with the upper body thanks to his proportional forearms and tremendous bubbliness. Andrew is twice as detailed though and does technically pose conventionally, so I think he would probably win in the eyes of the judges. He's got a better arm and delt, a more defined midsection, and a decent enough side leg. However, some posing changes could make this a really dominant win for him. The ab and thighs, a knockout shot for Andrew, with Lionel's shape and lines not being enough to carry him to a win. Lionel not only looks soft in the midsection, but his quads show murky detail and he looks really off-season-esque. I'm not sure how he managed to place top 6 at this show where this version is taken from, which would be the Arnold Classic 2018, but whatever the case is, there's a clear discrepancy between Andrew and him when it comes to conditioning. Andrew is pure mass with class in this shot, beating Lionel in every area possible, apart from maybe the shape where they might be equal. It's a real shame that Lionel wasn't as conditioned as Andrew, since he could have easily won more shows during his career, and possibly have been more competitive in this comparison. However, as it is, come on guys, Andrew easily wins this pose. The last pose, the most muscular, is a solid shot for both. However, I think it's pretty clear who is winning. Andrew is most definitely the king of details in this comparison, smoking Lionel in the delt and chest striations, the brachialis separation, and the deep quad cuts. Even more glaring is the difference in the midsection detail, which is really night and day between the two. I think that Lionel does actually look more filled out, especially in the arms, delts, and chest, and his quads are massive as well. However, the watery, washed-out physique doesn't do the mass justice. Although Andrew does look a bit thin in certain areas, his quality muscle and refined physique really overshadow and expose Lionel in this pose. Anyways, that's it for this comparison, and let me know in the comments down below who you had winning. I think Andrew is personally on another level compared to Lionel. However, other comparisons may say otherwise. If you enjoyed and want to see more, a like and sub would really be awesome, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.